Alright, I skipped Initiation 2 because I didn't want to cry over Nightingale anymore. But there were some changes. Only one real significant change. And that was we felt Alice's presence in the elevator on the way up. Very interesting. That's why I started recording. I wasn't going to record any of Alan's parts, they're annoying. But this is where, if there are any changes,
Yes! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice!
we would find them.
Alice. This is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her? This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before.
Bruh, I just write them on any computer that has access to the internet, or at least a writing device. Or a writing program, I should say, yeah. Bye,
Alice's
friend.
memory card.
I was fond of Alice. I liked her more than you, back when we first met in Bright Falls. That was the one thing you and I got along with, or got along over, was Alice. We both agreed she didn't deserve what happened to her. We were going to set her free.
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. It's easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do too sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me. Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why?
It was unfortunate that Alice had to be recasted, but the woman they got is very good, very dear. I love her already. Ugh, I want to throat chop Scratch every time I look at him. Shut the heck up. Get on with your edgy looking self.
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing this story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing it.
Alan's like, bro, what the hell is happening here? Oh no. He doesn't look happy. I'm not even gonna try to think about that whole thing and what that could mean. I'm just gonna let it slide right off. She's like, yep, that sure is a bucket he's staring at over here. Anyway.
Okay, let's recap what you've told us so far, Ellen. For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people, making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes. Fiction coming in contact with the dark place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything like darkness when night falls. But last time
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the dark place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Mr. Wake. Alan. We've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the dark place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
It's insane. And there's so much of it. Have you ever heard of the Cult of the Tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness. Possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
Cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something?
Telekinesis, go! Bitch, you can't hide from me, mofo!
Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
How do you feel about this,
A cloud
Alan?
of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake.
Well,
Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa. Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker.
get his ass. Book of skills. Yep, oh, look at all that. Oh, it's pretty great. Alan,
Okay. Mr. Wake, I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them.
okay. Give me the paper.
Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew a weapon.
The cultist being, someone we both know, and someone I love at least.
Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult.
Nice mugshot, Alan. You're
The
fairly...
cult of the tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this.
You look pretty well groomed for a man who's been, I don't know, in a lake for 13 years. Case closed.
Nightingale goes missing for 13 years, shows up murdered, and then turns into a monster. After I stop Nightingale, a rider who's also been missing for 13 years turns up. What's the connection? What kind of case is this?
Missing persons case, I assume. Cult of the Drake. Okay, where's the who's leading it? Or cult psychology. Who's involved, I think. Wait. Alright, fine. Look, Saga, I only care so much about this stuff. There we go. I just have to remember to keep this updated, because the first time I played, I kind of didn't, and then I got stuck a lot.
The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake, and the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance?
Aren't you married?
Fiction coming in contact with the dark place can change reality. The story is coming true.
Okay, fine. Hold on. Ooh, we got a handful of cards, sweetie. Okay, overlap, blah, 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 how to stop the story. Clicker. Cool. Hold on, I need to zoom out so I can, like, look at this. Okay. Okay, yeah, that goes there.
Sure.
Well, what do I do with that one? Who cares about the taken right now? The overlap, how to enter, dark presence. That part of them? Okay. Alright, that one's for later then. Alright, I think we're good for now.
It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
TV set? Alright, stay here. Don't kill Casey,
You
please.
wrote these pages in the dark place. So why are we finding them here?
I think I wrote them up. I remember writing an endless amount of pages. When this happened before, the pages were being sent from the dark place to help me. Maybe the same thing is happening here.
That's all for now, Mr. Wake. Thank you for your cooperation.
Oh, well. How do you decide which one that goes to? I don't care. Didn't ask. Thank you. Damn, Saga. Jeez. We're fine, baby girl.
That's not how this works. You're a civilian. You don't do right or wrongs.
Hey, Casey.
After you, and so is the cult.
Hey, Casey.
You know who we can trust here.
Damn it, you are making a mistake.
I'll be sure to add that to the list.
Hey, guys, you're really loud. Jeez.
Hi, welcome.
Okay. Past favorite Deerfest floats. Go.
The yarn puppet
Yeah.
monstrosity.
Hello, and welcome to Coffee World, voted Washington's best coffee-themed amusement
Voted.
park. All of our attractions are family-friendly and available to children of all ages, just like our coffee. So, take a sip of our organic coffee and let the adventure begin.
Well, this room is open for some reason. Who's this? Oh, this is the Booker's room. Sorry, guys. Ed returns to Cauldron Lake. I don't remember finding these pages last time. Or maybe I just didn't care.
Ed hadn't been the same since his latest show had closed. This wasn't the first time one of his productions had shuttered early.
Both on edge. She hoped he wouldn't do anything stupid. He suddenly was blinded by a light. Voices faded. Yeah, I read that part, and then I never found out what that means. What happened to him, Wake? If there was lights and shouting, was he taken by the police, or was he taken by... Or was he taken by Taken? I don't know. Was that when they were arrested? Hi, thank you for cleaning. Do you want Coffee World on DVD?
This is the third time I've requested something be done about the TV.
Ah, shut up. You are such a Karen.
Going on by itself. It's keeping me awake all the time.
You want to know how that conversation goes? The guy's like, hey, why don't you unplug the TV? And he's like, because I paid for it. It's like, you idiot. You absolute buffoon. You can't complain about it keeping you up all night if you're not willing to do everything to sleep. Well, this looks weird.
Yeah, Anderson, I didn't want to say this in front of Wake, but are you sure this is a good idea? Going on your own?
Assuming we believe the page, I need to check this out. We need to find the cult. Anyone we meet here could be a member. And this Scratch guy.
The evil doppelganger? Must be true, or else this guy can't write for shit.
The quality of his writing aside, if this page turns out to be true like the rest have, this could be a breakthrough. We might solve this thing before backup even arrives.
Yeah, but they're taking their time, so just be careful out there. Meanwhile, I think me and Wake will have a chat. Maybe I can shake something loose.
Okay. But remember what happened with the Salt Shaker?
Yeah, real funny.
The page placed me in a trailer, somewhere in Watery. I should ask around.
No, this place is beautiful and I love it.
A vote for Mayor Setter is a vote
Mayor
for
Seta will stand up for justice.
Watery.
Good job, guys. I love it here. I'm gonna find a place to save now and take a break. What? I don't remember this. I hear Ati singing.
Setter is better. I love it when these rhyme.
Hello. Do you have a second?
Ah, long time and no see, Miss Anderson. Thor and Odin are not here. They are old tricksters always sneaking off.
Sorry. No, I wanted to ask you about something else. Do you live around here?
I live in Bright Falls. You've seen me around. I am Mr. Blum. You call me Vladimir. I work at a nursing home. I take care of your old people. We are on day trip, music, sauna, the good times. I bring them here in the bus.
The elderly are very important. And it's a very nice bus. Thanks.
I actually didn't meet him the first time. I didn't notice him over here. I'm sorry, the next time I see you, you'll be dead, Bloom. You seem like an okay fella.
Excuse me. Do you know where...
Hush! Artie's in the middle of a show.
I wonder if I'm the first FBI agent to ever get shushed. Okay then. Catchy tune.
Like a lot of names here, and I'm not sure what they're. Wait, what does that say at the bottom? Laura Mert? Oh, a bathroom. In case you guys thought Ati was anything less than a legend, right?
Rest easy, buddy.
They're pretty cool. Like if horses were cool and not ugly. Right. That's enough for tonight.